How can you wear that hat and still be on the naughty list every single year?
What?
Welcome to What's the Buzz, podcast that keeps you informed and entertained on all things pest control. I'm Jordan.
I'm Shawn.
And together we're here to buzz through the world of pests, big and small. From the latest in pest management techniques to the fascinating facts about the critters we all love to hate, you got the insights you need. It's another week, and we're here once again to share our expert advice, real-life stories, and practical tips to help you keep your home pest-free. So sit back, relax, and get ready to discover what's really buzzing in the world.
Jordan, I didn't know that's what you're supposed to do with the mistletoe.
What do you mean?
Can't go into details.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd like to first apologize for my last podcast. Feeling a little bit under the weather, but today I'm feeling a lot better.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah.
I'm sure all of our listeners are really glad too.
Yeah. I was a little bit of a
Poop head?
poop head.
Okay.
So
I like that poop hat.
thank you.
Yeah.
It's a festive poop hat.
So this episode 24, our final episode of the season, right?
That's right. Season 2 starts
Holiday edition.
25. Holiday edition.
Yeah, so after this episode, we'll have a couple weeks break and then I'll go into 2025 with some new ideas, new content, and trying to keep bringing the heat.
Delivering value.
Did you make that up?
I think probably just this moment. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of holiday edition, what nationality is Santa Claus?
I don't know.
He is North Polish.
Good. Okay. Got one?
All right.
I was never hungry at Christmas.
Ooh. I don't know how to answer that.
The turkey.
Why?
Because he's always stuffed.
Good. That's good stuff. that's
good stuff.
That's good. Let that one slide. Yeah. Let it slide.
Yeah.
So, essential tools for winter pest control.
Yeah.
Kind of hit on some, but, kind of a quick breakdown of some must-have tools and products for winter pest control season that a homeowner can have on hand at their home.
Yep.
Mouse snap traps or glue boards. Be one.
Yep. Monitoring, because we never know exactly what might come through, what may have overwintered in your house. So those glue boards are great report cards for us.
Another good one would be caulking or sealant.
Right.
Around those doors, windows,
Mhm.
cracks and crevices around the foundation, maybe.
We do live in Missouri, so we get several days throughout the winter that get warm enough. Things might start emerging again, thinking it's going to stay warm. What is this?
I'm messing with my Santa hats.
Okay. But things can pop up at any moment and then make their way inside if it gets warm enough.
Yeah.
So,
Or they can also make their way inside if it doesn't get warm enough.
sure.
If there's crack or crevice.
Sure. If they're foraging. Santa.
What else we got today?
Well, what are some good gift ideas for maybe pest control enthusiasts in general?
DIY enthusiasts, pest control enthusiasts.
Yeah.
Good quality mouse traps, like we didn't mention before.
Yeah.
Maybe like a high-tech pest monitoring kit. I'm sure those look different, right?
Yeah.
Kit to kit, but what do we use for monitoring?
Well, we talked about glue boards.
Mhm.
Our rodent stations also, in a sense, give us an idea of how much activity is going in and out. We have insect light traps, tell us what's happening in businesses.
Uh-huh.
What else?
Game cams.
If needed, sometimes, yeah.
Everybody likes a good game cam.
Is that what you're getting me for Christmas?
I thought that's what you're getting me for Christmas.
Oh, well.
Do you have
like-
game cams?
I actually don't know.
No?
Mm-mm.
I have one in my trunk. Car.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is that a Bug Zero game cam or is that
Michael
yours?
bought it.
For you?
Yeah, Michael bought it for me.
Nice.
He said, I bought this for you.
Cool. So what do you look for?
Well, I've used it to mainly in the commercial basement here recently in the last few months to monitor and see if there was any wildlife getting in and out of the basement. They had a flea issue in the basement.
Yeah.
It was used for storage. There was some old feces down there, but there was active fleas. And so we set that game camera up in their basement, kind of check it throughout the week and see if we had any evidence, anything getting inside.
Did we find anything?
We found our technician doing pest control service.
Nice.
So,
Well, good job.
So perfect job.
Perfect job.
I think it was Perry. Caught Perry doing a flea treatment down there.
Well, Perry's great too.
Yeah.
So my son's he likes that I'm in pest control. He'll probably realize one day that it's not as exciting as he thinks it is now.
Yeah.
But we lean into it. So he often, when we're outside playing and stuff, just says, "There's a bug. I'm going to kill it." So we like to mess around, catch bugs, see what they are, identify them, and then he usually kills them. So
That's solid technician in making right there.
that's right. Hearing about teenagers.
Yeah. You get him a job? Think you get him a job?
Maybe.
Okay. Pest-free home tips as a gift that keeps on giving. So I'm going to tie this kind of into all of our listeners and followers sharing this podcast with their family and friends over the holiday. I think we're a gift that keeps giving, right? Right. Every week we're bringing the heat, we're delivering value, we're giving tips, we're discussing what we do at Bug Zero.
So you're saying that we're the best Christmas gift that anyone could receive?
I mean, we're pretty high on that pedestal, but I don't know about the best one.
That's true. Yeah, like you said, we can do a lot by just maintaining the exterior and sealing, but there will come a time where it's inevitable you'll need us at some point. So, but hopefully we can mitigate some of the stuff from making its way inside in the first place.
Absolutely.
You're cheerful today.
It's the holiday season.
Good tidings and of comfort and joy coming from you right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. So we're closing down 2024, heading into 2025.
Yeah.
You have any personal or career related goals for 2025?
Personal or career? Yeah, I'll start with career goals. I think our biggest goal, which is kind of a shared goal between you and I, is just to grow 15% every year.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that's commercial, residential, obviously that's across the board. But looking at 2025, we've got some big opportunities coming up this year.
We do.
And so I think so far we've been successful the 2 years that you've been doing sales to grow that 15%. So I think 15% is an attainable goal and a goal we can make happen. So
I agree. Yeah.
What about you? Personal, professional?
Personal. I'd like to be 6'2" by the end of the year. Sit at 5'9". I think that's attainable at this age. You said
No.
Okay. So I need to go a different route here.
You could get those shoes that give you like 3 inches of lift.
Does it increase your vertical? In case I want to go back to my basketball days and try to enter like NBA G League or something.
Yeah, I mean, we won't know until you try it out. So you should probably get on.
Yeah, I should probably pray for my ACLs in the upcoming months. So, career related, I'm always big on continuing education and just learning as much as possible.
Yeah.
So, recently I finished the advanced integrated pest management course through Purdue University. One of the things I'd like to do in 2025 is get my associate certified entomologist.
It's a big goal.
It's a big goal. It's a lot of studying.
It's a lot of studying.
It's a lot of studying.
Yeah. Well, cool. I hope you get it.
Sales wise, I would, the 15% is good all around for Bug Zero, but number wise, I would like to smash every record we have here.
Sure.
We have opportunities in 2025 coming up. This makes it possible. So
we do. Absolutely, we do.
How about what's on your Christmas list this year?
What's on my Christmas list?
Yeah.
Got a lot of things. I'm one of those people that has a birthday really close to Christmas.
Uh-huh.
So generally I get kind of one gift altogether. And it just so happens I probably already got mine, which was that new smoker.
Oh, so you already got your Christmas present?
Pretty much, yeah.
Speaking of that, when are you supposed to deliver the old one to me to fix it?
Yeah.
Not that you're not mechanically inclined.
Yeah, I'm plenty mechanically inclined. Generally with small engines and small electronics. I can fix anything. However, young children running around and exposed wires that may spark, that's just not something I'm in. But that's a good point. I probably need to bring that out to you. So, what's on your Christmas list?
Nothing large. I usually keep an Amazon list of things.
Yeah.
Different books.
Any
Whatever.
particular drinks you like to receive over the
Drinks?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I like a few of those.
Anything specific? Maybe our listeners here want to get you a Christmas present.
Woodford Reserve would be fantastic.
Woodford Reserve.
I like 1792. That's another good one. And I'm a fan of our local breweries here too.
Yeah.
So they make those little 6-packs of, from Springfield Brew Co. or Mother's or, 4x4.
Lighter stuff, right?
Yeah. I'm an IPA guy. I'm more of a lager, light. I mean, I don't really drink light beer anymore because it just tastes like water.
Yeah.
But
Wheats? Do you like wheats?
I like wheats. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome.
I just want to have a good time.
That's
That's on my wish list.
It's a good time. So, and a couple days with family, spend time with them, have a good time. I don't think anyone can ask for much more. So,
it's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Let's recap real quick before we move on. Something we touched on Thanksgiving for Feast Week.
Feast Week, yeah. Yeah.
What do you do over the holidays if you're hosting and a pest emergency comes up Christmas Day? Because you're not going to find a pest control company that's open
Right.
on Christmas Day.
Right.
So
the first thing is to remain calm.
So
remain calm.
Don't jump up on the table
Right.
and yell spider and point to the floor.
Right. And if your children do that, take them to the other room, put them in timeout, and control the situation. They need to be in timeout if they
They need to be in timeout.
Timeout.
What if a mouse runs across the floor?
Remain calm.
Grab your little golf club next to you and take a big swing.
Probably not. Okay. You're probably going to damage something.
Probably going to have some issues there, right?
Yeah. So
stay calm.
Stay calm, cool, collected. If you can, it's a spider, something like that. Gently collect the spider and put it outside. If it's a mouse, we can set some traps. We will be open the day after Christmas too, so we'll be ready to go. But remain calm, cool, collected. We'll get out and take care of it just as soon as we can.
And we'll be this week or this. I mean, it is this week, but this year Christmas is on a Wednesday, so we'll be running routes the day before, the day after. So if you need something, we can get it addressed fairly quickly. Still,
yep. You can still text us too. We won't be here monitoring it obviously that day, but that phone line's open. So if you need to let us know something, text it to us, and we'll be checking that day after Christmas.
Perfect. So, do you have any Christmas traditions that you guys do as a family?
Christmas traditions. Well, I mean, the big thing, food. Yeah. Right. Most people have food, I guess, on the holidays. We don't do traditional turkey.
Is it food like Taco Tuesday?
Sometimes. So actually this year, Christmas Eve night, we're doing a taco bar at my brother-in-law's house. As far as what we do, normally I do something smoked like a brisket or something. So tri-tip, I love beef. So generally I try and smoke something beef.
Okay.
Sides, whatever. So
that's perfect.
Yeah, normally we open one present Christmas Eve for the kids.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah, they're pretty
solid.
Pretty antsy.
Yeah.
So
what about you? Something similar. I mean, Christmas Eve, my grandma always comes, stays the night at our house. We don't do anything at Christmas Eve. Everybody opens a gift. Just fun. So yeah, she comes over Christmas Eve, stays the night. We all open the gift and kind of just snacky foods.
Yeah.
I think this year I'm picking up, I'm going to be here at the office in the morning, probably just sending some emails, that kind of thing. And I'm picking up 100 plus wings from Wingstop.
Nice.
Taking them home. And they're going to last long probably.
Christmas Eve night?
For lunch.
Oh,
Christmas Day. We obviously turkey, ham, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
If I have the smoker at home, we'll smoke. Just kind of like you, a variety of different meats that aren't really your traditional, but yeah, we just kind of, our tradition is we really don't have a game plan. We just kind of hang out, relax, wing it. And literally this year we're winging it on Wednesday or Tuesday.
What, wing it Wednesday?
Wing it Tuesday.
Wing it Tuesday.
Yep. Our really biggest tradition, I guess, would be the day after Thanksgiving. Me having to crawl up in the attic and get all the Christmas decorations down. We
Shaking out all those
next 2 days.
Yeah. So that's another question.
Decorations up.
How long do you leave Christmas up?
After the first of the year.
So until, okay. Do you take it down the first?
I feel like this year it might be a little bit longer because I feel like Thanksgiving came late this year. So it doesn't seem like the Christmas decorations have been up as long as normal.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah,
I would agree with that.
we have 2 trees, upstairs, downstairs, and the kids all have a tree in their room. We have Christmas trees everywhere.
Yeah. There used to be this. Well, when my wife and I first got married, there was a post on Facebook that said, my wife wants a big Christmas tree in every room of the house. So we compromised, and now there's a Christmas tree in every room of the house.
Absolutely. We're not allowed to decorate the tree upstairs. That's all Stacy.
Pretty tree.
Yeah,
I know.
No presents under it, nothing.
Yeah.
She's in charge of the decorating. We're not allowed to touch it. Our cat starts playing with it, and we put it up every year underneath it, and you see the tree start shaking, and then the spray bottle comes out of water. It stays there for the rest of the season.
Well, you probably saw my living room. We had a pretty living room.
No, I walked through your house with my eyes closed.
Well, but at one time, so before we had our daughter, it was a pretty living room.
Okay.
Where we didn't do anything in there. There wasn't a TV.
So there's no living in the living room?
No, we didn't live in it. We lived in the basement. But now we have kids. It's not a pretty living room anymore. So
one of these days you'll have a pretty living room.
Maybe so.
You never know.
Never know.
So, yeah. Really take this time to just give a huge thank you to all of our followers and listeners and customers and clientele. And thanks for your, listen to our episodes. Thanks for using Bug Zero. Yeah. Thanks for your loyalty.
Right. So when Shawn approached me with this idea to start a podcast, my initial thoughts were, there's no way we can even talk for 20 or 30 minutes at a time, let alone people want to listen to it. But in all honesty, it's one of the favorite parts of my week.
Mm-hmm.
Getting connect with you guys. You do business with us. We do business with you. We just appreciate your attention, I guess. And we're happy to provide knowledge and deliver the value. So
customer question time.
Let's do it.
This is from Randy F. from Reed Spring.
Okay.
How long will the pest control treatment take?
Well, Randy, that varies quite a bit. Your general, insecticide service on the exterior with no issues, that might take 20, 30 minutes. If you have an issue on the inside, may take 45, 50. Our winter interior services, anywhere from 50 to an hour and 30, depending on the size of the homes. And then commercial services vary so much. Smaller, some services can last 10 minutes. Some can last upwards of 2-3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, bed bug heat treatments often take all day.
We actually have a count. I saw a job that used to be mine that took 5 hours every month.
Right. So how long does it take? Depends on what we're doing, what pests we're targeting, if we're targeting a specific
time of the year.
Time of the year, sure. Because each rotation's a little bit different. It's based on whatever pest pressure is going to be coming in the next season between this treatment and our following treatment. So a lot of variations there. Perfect. Here's one from Brody. Oliver. Sorry, Brody. What happens if I still see pests after a treatment?
Shoot it.
Oh, no, I was kidding. Bug-assault.
I just teasing. That's a good gift for a pest control enthusiast. Pay attention. Bug-assault. You guys seen those, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They don't necessarily work with it. They'd be fun to shoot things with.
Yeah.
But no. One, stay calm if you see a pest after a treatment. It's fairly normal to see pests after a treatment. Just kind of document it and monitor the situation, see if you see any more. Depending on what pest it is, a lot of times after our treatments, you're going to see a little bit of increased activity, right? So, we're up there disturbing their space. We're depending on the pest and the type of product, especially if we're using a repellent in a situation, it's going to, and our products, once they're dry, they don't kill on contact either. So it's a residual effect. So they go through the product, they it gets absorbed into them. They ingest it when they're going to clean them, groom themselves, and then they die that way. So it's not once it's dry, like I've seen it, with liquid applications on pests directly, it doesn't take that long for it to die. But once it's dry and the pests go through the product, it's going to take a little bit of time for it to run its course.
Yeah.
So,
and when you see them running around too, it can affect their nervous system. So they may be looking kind of wobbly, and it's hard to explain what it is, but you hit the nail on the head there.
That's the only place I like to hit the nail. It's right on the head.
Well, that's just solid advice there.
Let's do a 5-star review of the day. This was 19 hours ago. Karen Carroll. That was a tongue twist.
Karen Carroll.
Thank you for your service call addressing my issue with mice. You have been on a monthly call only a week before. I had noticed I had mice a few days later. You returned quickly after my call. I had forgotten to alert you at my regular service call. You worked me in your already busy schedule. You have always treated my home with great care. Service is why I will always let others know just how important each client is to you. Thank you again.
That's awesome.
It's a great review, Karen. Thank you so much.
It's kind of been the core of our beliefs since the beginning. Take care of the customer. Everything else will follow. So thank you, Karen. We sure appreciate that review.
So before we sign off 2024, I think we should tell a couple of really good Christmas stories. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
I'll go first. This is the tale of Santa and the Christmas Beatles. You ever heard this story before?
I don't think so.
Let me get my story voice.
You want me to make sound effects?
I mean, you can. I mean, just whatever you want to do here.
Okay.
It was the night before Christmas and all through the North Pole. Santa and his team of elves were working tirelessly to get ready for the biggest night of the year. The sleigh was polished. The reindeer were well fed. I wonder if they had tri-tip. You think they fed them tri-tip?
Oh, maybe.
Anyway. And the toy workshop was bustling with excitement, but something was amiss. Santa Claus, the jolly man in red, was just about to grab a warm mug of hot cocoa when a worried elf burst into the room. Let's go. That's a good sound effect. Santa, we've got a problem. The elf squeaked, looking frantic. A bunch of Christmas beetles have invaded the workshop. Santa raised an eyebrow, his rosy cheeks glowing, even brighter than usual. Beetles? At the North Pole? That's not right, my little friend. The elf nodded, shaking with worry. Oh. They're everywhere. They're crawling on the toys and the Christmas trees, even in the gift wrapping. If we don't do something fast, the whole workshop could be overrun. Santa chuckled, his belly shaking like a bowl full of jelly. Ho, ho, ho. Sounds like a job for Santa's special pest control squad, Bug Zero. But this wasn't just any regular pest control. Santa had an old family secret, a special technique passed down through generations of Clauses. The secret, you ask? Christmas. Oh, a magical solution made from peppermint, reindeer poo, cinnamon, and a dash of Christmas cheer. Well, of course, can't forget the Christmas cheer. You can't. This is 100% true story.
Yeah.
Elf, gather the team. Santa commanded. It's time to spread some holiday magic and take care of those beetles once and for all. I wonder if he loaded the bug assault rifle.
Yeah. I don't know. The reindeer poo might be loaded.
Yeah, so as the elves scurried to prepare, Santa donned his best pest control gear, his oversized red boots, and a custom-made sleigh-sized sprayer full of the enchanted concoction. The elves, armed with sprayers of their own, lined up in formation, ready for action.
Wow.
They marched through the workshop, spraying the Christmas bug spray everywhere. The toys.
Oh. Not toys.
The tree branches.
Oh.
The wrapping paper. The peppermint scent filled the air, and as by magic, the beetles started retreating.
Well, thankfully the reindeer poo didn't. Yeah.
The ones that hadn't scurried away yet began to fall asleep, lulled by the soothing aromas of reindeer poo and best of joy. But the battle wasn't over yet.
No.
The Beatles had a secret hideout. The gift-wrapped storage room, filled with glistening ribbons and glittering paper they adored. Santa and the elves rushed toward the room, ready to tackle the last of the invaders. You may be the Beatles, but you're no match for the Claus family pest control methods. Santa boomed with a hearty spray. The magic mix filled the room. The Beatles, now no longer interested in presents or Christmas cheer, fluttered away into the snow, never to return. With a wave of his hand, Santa ensured that every last Beatle had been taken care of. The workshop was safe once again and ready for the big night. The elves cheered, and Santa smiled with a satisfied smile. That's a kind of a squeal. All in a day's work for Santa, pest control expert, he said, winking at the elves. But before he could enjoy his cocoa, one last beetle, a very determined one, zipped by Santa's ear. A little sucker. Uh-oh, the elf shouted. But before anyone could react, Santa took a deep breath, raised his sprayer, and said, "Ho, no more bugs this Christmas." With a final puff of his magical peppermint-scented spray, the last beetle was banished from the North Pole. Santa chuckled, wiped his brow, and returned to his preparations for the big night. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah, it's time to check the sleigh, Santa said as he headed toward the reindeer. And with that, the Christmas beetle invasion was nothing but a holiday memory. The elves went back to wrapping presents, and Santa, content that his workshop was pest-free, climbed aboard his sleigh, ready to deliver joy and gifts to children all around the world. And somewhere in the distance, the sound of jingling sleigh bells echoed through the snowy night. Moral of the story: even Santa needs a little pest control help. But with a little bit of holiday magic and the right tools, no insect stands a chance at ruining Christmas.
Wow. That was a powerful story, and I'm so glad that we got to hire Santa Claus all those years ago to be a pest control tech.
Absolutely. You probably find him on our website if you look close enough.
Maybe. Well,
you got one for us?
But that's it. Before we sign it, the top. But I'm sure a lot of people are curious why I'm wearing a hat made out of reindeer poo. But now we know, and I've got a little tale myself.
Okay.
It's called The Adventures of Polar Express. Have you ever heard this one?
No, but I'm sure it's going to be fantastic.
It is. It's about reindeer poo that comes to life. So, in a small, snow-covered village tucked away in the mountains, Christmas was the most magical time of the year. Twinkling lights adorned the trees. The smell of fresh gingerbread wafted through the air, and everyone was in high spirits. Well, almost everyone. Deep in the snowy woods, a mischievous little poo named Polar lived in a compost heap. Unlike his compost companions, who were content to decay in the nourished soil, Polar dreamed of something greater. He wanted to be a part of the Christmas magic. One frosty evening, as Polar gazed up in the northern star,
Continue, sir. I'm intrigued.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
He made a wish. I want to bring joy and laughter to the village. Just one Christmas. Let me be part of the fun. As if the universe heard his wish, a sparkling trail of magic dust floated down from the sky. It was Tinsel, a spirity elf who worked for Santa. Well, hello there, said Tinsel, her eyes twinkling. I heard your wish, little one. Why don't we make your Christmas dream come true? Before Polar could reply, Tinsel waved her wand, and Polar was transformed into the Polar Express.
It's a great story.
A miniature train made of gingerbread, candy canes, and marshmallows, with tiny poo-shaped passengers.
Ooh.
Tinsel brought Pular to the village square where families had gathered for the annual Christmas Eve festival. Pular chugged along, puffing out clouds of cinnamon-scented steam and making everyone laugh with his cheerful toot toot. Children hopped aboard the Pular Express, giggling as they rode through a magical candy cane forest that Pular conjured
The candy cane forest.
with his newfound powers.
He gets stories.
Parents chuckled at the silly spectacle, and even the grumpiest of villagers couldn't help but smile. As the clock struck midnight, Santa himself arrived in his sleigh. "Oh, oh, oh! What a splendid job, Pular!" he said, patting the train's roof. "You reminded everyone that laughter is the heart of Christmas." When the festival ended, Tinsel transformed Pular back into his original self, but now he wasn't just a simple Pooh. He was a beloved part of the village's Christmas traditions. Every year after that, the villagers built a miniature Pular Express to honor their festive little hero, and Pular lived happily ever after, knowing he'd brought joy to the world in his own unique way.
That's a good story.
Great.
You guys got two great Christmas stories delivered to you today. You might not have heard either one before. So,
No?
tell them around the fireplace during the holidays.
Yeah, play that for him. Christmas Eve night, the story of Pular and Christmas beetles.
Yeah.
Everyone should really enjoy that around the fire.
Cool. I think that's all we had today.
It is.
All right. So thank you guys for awesome 2024 launching this new podcast. Looking forward to 2025. We'll be back in a couple weeks and be switching some things up here and there and giving some new content, right? So
Sure.
Until next time on What's the Buzz podcast,
I'm Jordan.
I'm Shawn.
See you next time.
See you guys.
Creepy crawlers invading your home? Bug zero. Spiders, ant, and flies? Oh my. Bug zero. Bed bugs and mosquitoes leave you itchy for help? Bug zero. Whether it's bugs in your home or bugs eating your home, Bug Zero has you protected. With both residential and commercial services, Bug Zero's comprehensive pest protection takes you from infestation to extermination.